The Church of Scientology is shrouded in secrecy and suspicion, and their latest move at the Australian headquarters has residents fuming. Locals say they're now blocked from accessing public land, with the property looking less like a church and more like Fort Knox.
Many residents feel that they've been locked out of the site.
This development could threaten lives if there's a bushfire in the area.
Scientology describes itself as the world's fastest growing religion. But residents surrounding the church's Asia-Pacific headquarters say security in their area is growing even faster. The church has been accused of blocking access to the national park. Security gates have been installed which operate 24 hours a day, and the church plans to distribute swipe cards to residents. All of these security measures have been implemented without council approval. The matter was referred to the Sydney North Planning Panel, who approved the church's modifications last month. However, the church upped its security in January last year, well before. Lynn, what are the residents in this area so upset about?
The residents in the area are upset about the security measures that have been imposed.
Lynn Saville is a councillor at Willoughby City Council in Sydney and has been a resident in the area for 35 years.
The neighbours have always had a high sense of ownership about this property. They've used it, they've walked through it, they've defended the creek, they've done bush regeneration here. There's been a high sense of public ownership and great love of the property.
Before the block belonged to the Church of Scientology, it was the National Acoustic Laboratory and was Commonwealth land. Walking trails connect the church's site to the adjoining Lane Cove National Park and Blue Gum Reserve, and members of the public have always had access.
The people around here have been very confused and outraged, really, and I think it's very unfortunate that the church are now trying to change, which were very reasonable conditions of consent and to which they agreed at the time.
So just to clarify, the residents in this area are not upset that the church is here.
No.
They are upset about the security measures that the church has put in place.
That's right, exactly right.
The Church of Scientology purchased the land in 2014. On the agreement, the church would continue to allow public access and connect where possible with bushland trails. The church's application to modify their development application was submitted in June 2019. Council initially recommended refusal on the basis that restricting access to bushland trails would create a gated community and that it would allow card-only access to a limited number of people.
The path that comes up from the national park through the bottom of the Scientology Centre, if there is a fire coming up the hill, that could move very, very quickly.
Tony Buttress is president of the Friends of Lane Cove National Park.
If there's any delay, if there's anybody there, whether it's a firefighter or a member of the public there, and they're delayed at the gate because it won't open or can't be opened, that could be crucial. They could lose their lives.
The area of the property is 35,000 square metres and fits 460 people inside. There are now security gates at Greville Street and Range Street. Both gates require a swipe card to access the park trails. The church added an extra access point on Millwood Avenue for its buses. Many residents here are concerned that they're going to need a swipe card to enter the park. As a resident within the area, are you concerned about that?
I would say yes, very much so. I can't see why anybody should need a swipe card to basically go down and what is a public track into the national park. I am very much against anybody having to give their information, their personal information, to the church.
You would likely need your name, surname, potentially some kind of contact information that is uniquely identifiable to you as the person gaining access.
Tech expert Charlie Brown.
You need to understand where that data is going to go. Who's going to have access to it? Is it going to be sellable to another organisation or shared? Read the privacy policy, understand it. If you have further questions, ask for clarification on the different points.
Hello?
Hi there, it's Lauren Goldman from The Current Affair. I just wanted to have a chat with somebody about the security measures that have been implemented here.
Not a problem. Could I have a contact number? We can have our media department contact you and make an appointment.
The church refused an on-camera interview, but did send us this statement, saying the Church of Scientology has taken the measures to ensure the health and safety of our staff, parishioners and all local residents on our property, adding, we are taking extra measures to maintain access for our neighbours and the community to enjoy the nearby national park and walking tracks. The increased security by the church comes after an employee of the organisation was murdered on the premises in January last year.
They've been done, as far as I understand it, without any consultation with council whatsoever, and certainly with no consultation with their neighbours.
While the Sydney North Planning Panel approved the church's modifications in general, the organisation has instructed the church make a number of changes. Security intercoms need to be installed at pedestrian gates. Signage saying visitors are welcome to enter and enjoy our grounds will be placed at the main entrance. And swipe cards must be issued to a number of households in the area. However, the church can refuse issuing security access cards to any household or person it can prove is a threat to the church.
Lynn, what would you like to see done here?
Well, I would like to see the security fences removed and for the church to maintain and to uphold its commitments.
The Sydney North Planning Panel expect the church to implement the changes early this year. A full statement from the Church of Scientology is on our website.